welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am beyond happy that you are here. So today we are actually doing a reading on Are They Thinking About You? So this could be for no contact, or it could be for those who are in contact. So that's how we're going to do it. And this was actually like a viewer requested in terms of if you actually are over at the community tab, I'm trying to create content that you are choosing, that you're voting for. So this one was the winner of the love reading choices that people voted, and this one was the one that they wanted to see. I'm actually going to be doing, or hoping to be doing, the top two. So along with this one, the next reading that will be coming this week will be, in terms of love, will be Who Will You Marry? So that's exciting. Another reason for those of you to maybe consider subscribing, so you get so you can actually put input into what we are doing with this, right? All the content from this channel. And also we are also going to be doing the January personal reading giveaway. So if you are subscribed, go check out the community tab. It should be there. And just write enter in that particular community message, I guess. So now that we got all of that out of the way, let me introduce each pile to you. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, this is pile 4. Alright, let's take a deep breath in. Close our eyes. Think of the particular person you want this reading for, and now as you exhale and open your eyes, choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Hello, group 1. I'm so excited to be doing this reading for you. So we want to find out, are they thinking about you, right? And this could be with contact, or this could be without contact. It's just whoever you thought of. Mostly towards romance is what I would think. So you chose this one. It's sort of like, so for some of you, maybe this is a connection that came to an end, because this to me represents the Death card. But it also could be, it could also be like a Wheel of Fortune too, a little bit. So maybe there's like a divine timing in this particular relationship and connection. So we're gonna, I'm not sure how, we're going to put this over here, and I'm going to be doing, like we already have some. This is going to be fine. We're going to come back to it though. I'm going to be doing the tarot first, and we're using the Seer tarot. And this is like the tarot Nuit, but I kind of changed it because I didn't necessarily go well with the words. It just was meant more for me like a topper, and just to tell me about energies. All right, let's see. What is the person, is group 1's person thinking about them? Group 1's person thinking about them. And what are they thinking? Yeah. They're thinking about Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. Okay. The collective. I'm thinking about them. Yes, they are thinking about you, my friends. Okay. Thinking about you. Cup. I need one more card. Thinking about Star Healing. Okay. So here they're specific, like their center card here is the King of Cups. And so that means to me that they are thinking about you, and they're thinking about you with love and fondness. Almost like a sense of reminiscing, but it's also, I'm almost like feeling like heart chakra is being very highlighted there. It's also kind of like they're closing their eyes and meditating on you. If that makes sense, it does to me. And they're meditating here on this 10 of Cups, of like what happiness they could have with you, or like if you're separated, what like it would have been like, or yeah, what it would have been like. For others of you, it's like if this is still currently, like how happy that you make them already. You give them sort of like the star. You kind of provide a light for them. There's also like a connection that heals them. Like they feel like they can always, if they connect to you, you have this healing energy to them, to you, that you give it to them as well. There is a sense of Nine of Pentacles too, though. So it's a sense of maybe they feel that you're doing really well, that they're thinking about, like this, maybe they think that you're doing really well by yourself. I also see that there's like a little bird here. So it feels like there might be like sending you a message through nature. And they maybe you're by yourself and single, or maybe they think that you're better off by yourself single than you are, like really fully enjoying life. For some of you, that they might be also worried about in terms of finances. There is here this Nine of Wands though. So I think that they think that you have your guard up. You have all this, you are very determined, but I feel like there's like a gate and you're on the other side of it. So they're like, they don't feel like they're confident enough to cross it. That's actually, I would like to clarify. I would want to clarify the Nine of Pentacles and then Nine of Wands. Let's see. And I'm using, this is the Light Years Tarot, and this is the Arrows of Love Tarot by Mystic Moon Oracle. Mystic Moon. Let's see, why is this Nine of Wands doing here? What is this Nine of Wands doing here? Oh, Ace of Keys or Ace of, those are Ace of Pentacles. What is this Nine of Pentacles doing here? What is this Nine of Pentacles doing here? What is this Nine of Pentacles doing here? 10 of Keys. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. I almost want to say like this one kind of was upside down, but I'm gonna stick to it this way. What is this 10 of Cups doing here? What is this 10 of Cups doing here? 10 of Hearts. Wow, look at that. I love that. 10 of Hearts and 10 of Cups clarified by that. Okay, what is the Star doing here? What is the Star doing here? Seeker of Hearts. Okay, love this energy. Love, 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 love. Okay. So why do I love this? Okay, and not looking at this, but also looking at this as well. It's sort of like they feel like you have their heart and life in your hands somehow. Like that's what I'm seeing here. But what I find very fascinating is that this King of Cups is actually being clarified by the King of Arrows, which is the King of Swords. And I almost feel like there's a lot of like feelings. There's a lot of like love. There's a lot of all these amazing, like beautiful feelings. Like I can't even. But it's hidden. It's hidden behind, like I almost feel like a sort of like nonchalantness, a sense of like detachment is what I'm gonna say. Like there's all these emotions, but it's hidden behind a wall of what looks like detachment. Very, very particularly interesting here. And so I do think that they would want an opportunity, the opportunity, Ace of Keys, which is the Ace of Pentacles. They want to offer you something, but they're afraid that you will reject it. Nine of Wands, that you have like, you don't really have anything to do with them. And so it's kind of really interesting to me because you have this Nine of Pentacles and then it's clarified with this 10 of Pentacles. And so they see you as being very happy, fulfilled and everything, but they kind of also want to like see you as somebody who they want to have a family with or have some sort of strong, real connection with. So I feel like this is almost like the bird is them offering you this pentacle. It's like, yes, you can be happy by yourself, but maybe you can be happy with me too. And so that actually quite lovely. And like I said, I love that this 10 of Cups is clarified by the 10 of Cups. And look, this is joy, happiness, like so much hearts coming through. And then we have the star energy here. And then the star is all about healing, and you are connected to them. Look at this. This is like the connection. You are this, you light their life up. And then the heart, the seeker of hearts, which is the Knight of Cups being offered. Again, they want to offer you their feelings. They want to share their feelings. They want to tell you all the things they want to. Feels like maybe some healing is necessary here. Again, because they still, it's very strange to me. They have all these feelings, but they still play off very cool. Like, And I actually want to know that. Why is it that they're playing off this cool? Why is it that they're playing off like being cool, aloof? Why are they playing that off? Eight of Pentacles. They're working on themselves. Yeah, they're trying to like focus, working, making, whatever it is. So for some of you, it's actually working, like they're actually physically working, like they have to concentrate. They're focusing on their finances and getting all this stuff together. For others of them, for you, it's like they're working on themselves and they're trying to get to where they hope that they will be like with you. So let's. Actually, I'm gonna leave this here. I was like, go ahead, no, let's go ahead. All right, let's see what other things coming through. Yeah, so hope, and that's the star. They're optimistic. They're hopeful that something will happen. That things will work out. I don't know that they have a plan yet, but they dream about it, and they are hoping. And I feel like they are working on trying to make this like more concrete. There's like a lot of beautiful things. And this is the Once Upon a Dream Oracle by Moon Moth Goddess. Very cool. And then this is my Mystic Side Oracle. And they're in the in-between. Makes a lot of sense. They're in the in-between where they're working towards something, but they're not quite there yet. And they're still holding on to something in the past. They're trying. Again, this feels like you. They're flying towards you. And there's a lot of bird connection here for you. So there might be something there. So they might communicate through birds for you. This is the Sweet Love Oracle, and there's the sense of discovery. I feel like they're discovering their feelings for you, but they're also like discovering themselves along the way as well. Discovering the depth of this connection as well. So are they thinking about you? Yeah, they're definitely thinking about you. Incompatibility. Okay, so they're worried that somehow you're not compatible. I feel like because it's like again, they see you as very independent, very secure, very confident, and they're not quite there yet. They don't feel that yet. Again, they're working on it. Maybe they're trying to like get their finances, well, whatever it is, they're trying to get so that they feel like it's an incompatibility, but they have hope that there is some sort of like you can make it work out. And this is Red Hot Love by Be Love and Tarot and Be Love and Crystals, and this is Be Love and Crystals, Tarot of My Heart. And so we have the Ace of Pentacles, yes, and you see how the Ace of, it feels like it's being offered here, and it really does feel like that. That to me, it feels like, or is it that Ace right here, the Ace of Pentacles here, and then this one feels like the Ace of Pentacles. So hold your hand, I have something for you. And that's what they want. They want to give you something. They want to give you a substantial offer. Let's go ahead and see what songs are coming through here for you. So we have You're Still the One. Yep. So if you're like not together, right? There's still the sense that, yeah, you're still the one. They still want to be with you here. So thinking about you, yeah. Okay, and then we have Dissolving Bonds by Catatonia. So shut down your sky, bow down, lights out, and die. Now you go, the cold chill cracks, a positive self-detached, inanimate heart, hurrying, racing forward, a destined goodbye. Bells rang out the day of your worst fear. Obscure graduation day left you but with the memories to bear. Lost in hopelessness, seclusion cut you just as deep as knives, dissolving the bonds. Time was set to fade away your lives. And so there might, like for me, this is like the past the dissolving, because it feels like they worry, like this is like they keep repeating when if you're not together, they keep repeating, like keep going back on where it was when you broke up, and that was like, oh my goodness, and they felt like it was destined, that they couldn't have changed the outcome. For those of you who are in this connection here, or like yeah, and so if you're in a connection, or even if you're not, and you're just wondering, this is like their old stuff. They worry about it. They had broken bonds. They had like they have a lot of, I think, a little bit of worries about that. They're like, oh my goodness, will it all end up? Will it all fall apart again? And sort of like, I'm like, oh, a bit. But the thing is that they are hopeful and quite optimistic in terms of things with you. So that is actually much better. Let's see what I'm gonna be using. One of my new oracle decks, and this is not created by me, but by my friend Muima Divine Stars. I could say it. And so hers is like Love Confessions, Cyber Edition. So I'm very excited. Let's see what messages they want to give you right now. So is the collective of group one's person thinking about them? Collective of the person. I mean, what are they thinking about too? Like, full of emotions, access granted. So yeah, they are full of emotions, and we already have that with the King of Cups. What are they thinking about? I mean, like, what are they thinking about you? Okay, I only wanted your body. I didn't expect to become intoxicated with you. So there's a lot of sense. And look at that. This is another confession. This is intimate confession. So they're really confessing to you, like they're intimate things. They mean nothing to me. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Like, nope, they don't, like, if they're with somebody else, they're like, but it's just not the same. All right, now I'm going to be using Love on the Brain by Gifted Soul 777. So what are they thinking about you? Or the collective of group one's person thinking about them? If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. We are meant to be. Yeah, I feel like they really do believe that. I don't know if you do, but they really do. And I need you. Okay, yeah. I think it's because you give this sense of light to them. Almost like a sense of person. I feel like we've known each other in another lifetime. Wow. Yeah, I can see that. Even if you just met, it's like, oh, there's intensity there already. All right, let's see what Painted Love Oracle by V Love and Tarot. What are they thinking about? Oh, look at this, and it's beautiful. I fantasize about growing old with you, and that's really like you're still the one. If you remember that, like the song, "You're Still the One," it's sort of like them being old. There you go. See, like this is the old stuff. Yeah, they do, and they do fantasize a lot about you and your connection, which I find interesting too. Let's see. Let's see the my heart whispers. Oh, let's see, what do they think about you? Like, what are they thinking about you? I love you. Wow. Yep. I'm like, I can't do it. I wish things were different. Yeah. And they really like, maybe for some of you, you're all in a friendship. Friendship is all I can give. This is like, sort of like, they want more, but they can't seem to give you. I'm not sure why. That will be for another reading. I guess that would be for like another reading indeed. Okay, let's see what advice we have for you. For the collective of group one, what advice do we have to give them? Appreciate this moment. So every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. So regardless of where things are, like if even if you're not together, or even if you're just in the beginning, like really appreciate the moment. because there is like, I almost feel like there's a gift here to be given here with the shell. Oof, yeah. And I think they've also come to that realization that they really have to appreciate every moment, because they don't know when things can change and shift. So I hope you like this reading. Like I said, was one of the most requested in terms of the votes for in the community tab. So in case you haven't heard, I've been trying to say, but right now what I'm doing is that I go to community tab, and there I'll give you choices and you get to vote on the content for this channel. I want, like your input. I want you like to grow the community for us to like, create this channel for you. And so you get to vote. You just need to be subscribed. There's also, if you do want to consider subscribing, there is also the personal reading giveaways that I do monthly. So please do consider subscribing. And if you did like this reading, consider giving it a thumbs up. And oh my goodness, I'm appreciative. I like to do this. I like doing love readings. I also like always love happily ever after. So I hope you have a happily ever after too. And I hope this gives you some sort of clarity as well. Thank you so much for being here. I feel honored that I was able to read your cards. And until I see you in the next one, bye-bye, my dear friends. From group 2, I'm so happy to be able to do this reading for you. So this one was voted on at the community tab, and this one got the highest votes for the loved ones. I'm also still gonna do the second highest, which was Who Will You Marry? So be on the lookout for that, and please consider subscribing, just so you can vote, and also so you can be you can actually enter in the personal reading giveaway. All right. Whew, that's a lot of stuff. All right, so we have this. So, are they thinking about you? Are they? This one is this is definitely like the Hangman energy here. So I think they're coming to look at things in a different perspective. I would say that I feel like they're kind of offering you this rose, but they're not offering it for you and like they're doing more in their heads, or even as they kind of get to know like with the Hangman, it's sort of like seeing things in a whole other perspective. And so I feel like they're thinking about you. They are. Maybe that could be a rose of an apology, a rose of like some sort of like, I want more. But we'll find out. Let's see what the tarot has for you. Is the collective of group 2's person thinking about them? And what are they thinking about? Like, is the collective group 2's person thinking about them, and what are they thinking about them? 6 of Swords, okay. Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, okay. Tower moment, ooh, well, okay. The Chariot is interesting. Okay. Whew. So are they thinking about you? The Ace of Wands makes me think that they are. They're also thinking that the Tower. So I would say that they are, but they're trying not to. With the 6 of Swords, I feel like they're trying to leave something behind. They're trying to leave, and this could be for people who are in contact or not in contact. And so, if you're not in contact, they are thinking about you, but they are also like here, I almost feel like the third eye is being like, and that for me is sort of like replaying memories, thinking possibly of new like potential as well. But what I'm seeing here is that if it is somebody who are no longer in contact, they still think about like the Tower moment, and the Tower moment makes a lot of sense to me with the Hangman energy. It's sort of like something shifted, and maybe whether it's like the end of the relationship that shifted, that is interesting, or like for others of you, it might be just that there was a big shift in their life. So if this is somebody that you are actually, like maybe starting out, or to getting to know something drastic happening in their life. And for those of you who are not in, like, I feel like the separation was a drastic, but even it could just be something that is separate. But there is a change here. This Tower moment led to some sort of motion forward for them. And that's an important aspect here, because if you're, starting out, this was an important thing because it allowed them to move forward. They are still holding on to those, like they're moving away from something that to them was very sad. And I do feel like that might be with the Tower here. The Queen of Wands energy kind of reminds me of, I'm going to say it's sort of your energy here. And it's somebody who they find very attractive. Like there's a sense of jubilant, like your jubilant energy, like bubbly, like very exciting, very like you can find like the joy in the everyday life, and they really appreciate that about you. And they also feel like to me, it also feels like there's a sense of like maybe a psychic connection there. Again, this is the third chakra, the third eye is really calling me here. Yeah, let's actually clarify. So this is the Light Seer's Tarot, and I'm going to be using the arrows of love to clarify. What am I going to clarify? I actually want to clarify the Six of Swords. That one is actually, like, Tower is not what's making me, this feels like there's a sadness there. So that's why I'm like, the Tower doesn't feel as sad. It's sort of like, I think they got over it more or less, because they have the Chariot and it helped them move forward. But what is this Six of Swords doing here? 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 Sorry if it's sort of like six. I love it when it does that. So here it is. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Six of Swords. So yeah. So there's just moving on, transition. They're moving away from something that was painful towards them. I don't know if that painfulness is the connection, or if it was a previous connection that they're moving away from. What is this Queen of Wands doing here? What is this Queen of Wands doing here? What is this Queen of Wands doing? And again, sorry, like this is not look at that. Yeah, like you have this love in you, like offering of love that you have, but at the same time, and this is good. I'm glad that it came out, because I feel like they think that you are very much self-reliant, which is a little similar to Group 1, but not as the same. They feel like you have a lot to give, lots of love to give you. I feel like that's something that, like, but at the same time, you can be fine by yourself. Like, you're just joyous. Like, look, the arms are like both spread out. Like, yes, like there is a sense of that. They feel more like the Six of Swords, but sadness there. So what is this Ace of Wands doing here? Because it could be like coming back. Like they want to come back, they want to restart something. But what is this Ace of Wands doing here? Clarify this for me, please. We have it was sort of like the Two of Swords in reverse. So it's like not wanting to make a choice. And then we have the Seven of Flames, which is the Seven of Wands energy. And that's sort of, okay. So there is a choice here, but they're not, like, they're in the defensive right now. There's like, they could move forward, because it does feel like the Chariot, there is motion forward, but there's still like an energy of like the Seven of Flames, which is I'm gonna, keep the defense up. What is this Tower doing here? What is this Tower doing here? Nine of Swords. I actually want to clarify. And what is this Chariot doing here? What is this Chariot? Okay, Three of Keys or Three of Pentacles, and then Justice, balances. Okay. Interesting. So, like I said, for some of you, they are thinking about like coming back together. There's a reconciliation possibly here. There's also others of you who like feel like there is a sense of loss of karma. So if they hurt you, they're like, ooh, it's gonna come back to hurt me as well. This Tower moment I gave them this, I do want to actually clarify it again, but this Nine of Arrows, so it's Nine of Swords, so there's a sense of worry, there's a sense of anxiety. What is this Tower doing here? Yeah, okay. So for some of you, yeah, it was a split up, it was the breakup maybe, or if they wasn't particular with you, it was with somebody else, they have the Five of Keys, which is the Five of Pentacles energy. And so it's sort of like they feel shut out. Maybe they feel shut out from your life, or they felt shut out from somebody else's life. And so there's a lot of overthinking, a lot of anxiety that comes from that. It was maybe like, so I don't know if your relationship just ended and sort of like, it was like spark, it was too intense, and it sort of like ended, or they had a past relationship, or they thought everything was going well, or they were worrying about it, and then all of a sudden it did end, and it just kind of made them not trust. I almost feel like they don't trust their own intuition, is what I'm seeing here with this arrows. They know that a choice needs to be made. They actually want to offer, like they want to start over something. The Ace of Wands is starting, but their defenses are up, and there's arrows. It's like being reversed. They're like, nope, not ready, not ready. But I'm like, I don't know. Seems like you want it, but they're, like I said, this Six of Swords keeps me wondering, because I feel like they think that the best course of action, if you're not together, is to move forward, is to move on, because I feel like they just aren't ready to face the connection yet. Does that make sense? And if it's something new, or if it's you're wondering about like a developing one, there's still something in the past that's keeping them. Like they're moving towards you, but there's still something in the past that's holding them up a little bit. All right, so let's see. We have beginnings. Okay, that's why I love that. And this is, I like to tell you what everything is. This is the Once Upon a Dream Oracle by Moonrock Goddess, and this is mine, the magical side. So there's some sense of beginning coming through here, right? They're like, do we take, and this is a question they have, do we take that first step? Do we move forward? Do we like move on here? There's a sense here of befriending. It's sort of like, I wonder if that's you befriending them. It's a little bit cranky, because I like I said, they do put you on a bit of a pedestal. They think of you as like very brave and very independent. And I feel like they think of themselves maybe as grouchy. We have this one, and this is Red Hot Love by B11 Tarot, or B11 Crystal, and so blinded. So I'm not sure if like we're offering them something there. I feel like, so either they're avoiding their own emotions, which isn't very likely, or they're avoiding the connection, or they're avoiding like the hurt in the past. Something is like they're putting their guard up, and they're, you can say with the Seven of Wands there, they're putting a guard up because of something that, like some hurt that they are still processing. Look at that, the sweet love oracle by me, and that's all about home. There's a sense of wanting to be home. There's a sense of needing, I feel like, security coming through here. So it's sort of like, and they just don't trust it though. Like they don't trust it though. They want it, but they don't trust it. Again, they do think of you as like very much being able to be independent though. Maybe blinded to them, to their needs. I know we're using the Tarot of My Heart by B11 Tarot, and then we have the Six of Swords. I'm leaving grudges behind and focusing on the future. Oh wow. And I love, like, that is a very big. And so what I'm seeing here is, if this is new, they really are trying to like overcome it. They really are trying to move forward. Even if you're not together, they're still trying to, like, there's a lot of healing that they feel like they need to get done. So let's see what music you have. What song? Emotions, Mariah Carey. So yeah, look at that. Lots of emotions that need to come through here. And the bicycle plays a big role here. We have the bicycle in this transition, and then we have the bicycle being here, like moving forward, needing to move forward. And the Chariot is also there. That Tower moment really led them to move forward in some way, but they're still having to heal from that Tower moment. And here's the song of, and this is the Jukebox of Love by B11 Tarot, B11 Crystals, and this is My Electric Love by me. And so it's actually a little different. This is the original one that I had to change up a little bit, but Nothing Else Matters, the song by Metallica. So close, no matter how far, couldn't be much more from the heart, forever trusting who we are and nothing else matters. Never open myself this way. Life is ours. We live it our way. All the words I don't just say and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. And so I think that is something that they are trying to find, this trust. And they are opening themselves up to you. I just feel like it's a very slow process. Even if, like whether you're together or not, it's sort of like even then they're still trying to learn how to open themselves up. There's a lot of healing, like I said, that needs to be done. I'm going to be using the Love Confessions Cyber Edition by Melina Divine Starseed. She's one of my friends. I love her and so much. Let's see what this has for us. Tell us this person what to think about them. I just can't be faithful right now. Okay, access denied. All right, so they are thinking about you. They're just not sure. I don't know. I feel like the feeling is what they're doing right now. A confession. I followed you up. I follow you from a fake backup account. That's so cute. You're so good. Just keep tabs on you, my friends. Oh, that's adorable. That's why I like them. I want to come home. Can I come home? And home again is sort of you right there. There's a sense of home, wanting home. One more card. Tell me more. I was like, I go through your phone when you're not around. Oh, nauseous confession. Or they did, maybe. Interesting. They have a lot of insecurities from what I'm seeing here. Now I'm going to be using Love on the Brain by Gifted Soul 777. What do they think about? We can't just be friends. Okay, so they either want everything or nothing at all. Okay, I just want you to be happy. Yep, there's a sense of wanting you to be happy. Yes, that's they do, because they really admire you. Admiration is quite there. It's very okay. I'm proud of you. Yes, look at that. I'm proud of you. You're my only chance at true love, and I think they feel that, but they're not quite there yet. And so it's sort of like a yes, saying some sort of yes to something. They're like, yes. All right, let's do the Painted Love Oracle by Be Love and Crystal. Same. What do they think about you? Okay, my feelings for you will never change. Yes. Just give me tonight, just one last try. So just give me, I almost feel like don't give up on me is what I'm seeing right there. Our hearts will return to gold if we stay in love. And I don't know what that means. Oh, but look at us. And we have, I just want to be close to you. Yeah. Even if they can't, still the desire is there. I always like that because I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But I never quite understand. I know that they're feeling that. I know for sure. And maybe you can't be together right now because maybe it's for some of you. And you said this is they're moving away, but not from lack of love. Just, I would say from the opposite. It's sort of like trying to understand themselves and getting to the healing. And for those of you who this isn't something new or beginning, it's just sort of like they're still healing. So give them time, please. Let's see what messages we have from the. This is my heart whispers. If we're meant to be, we will be. Yeah, it's always been a truth. I'm sort of like, oh, it's not up to me. I wish things were different. Oh, your smile lights me up. You need more than I can give. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, they have a lot of insecurities. Let's see what advice and messages we can give you. Collective love group. Okay. Listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. Okay. So I feel like something is being they're not very good at expressing themselves in terms of they're not gonna really express their emotions or feelings through the words. I feel like energetically you can feel it because I feel like they have their walls up and they have a reason for it. And then we have like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. And so that's what I'm seeing here. There's, like I said, they need to heal. So I think the focusing on your self-love is very important. And giving them the space for the healing. I have to say, that's something very important because I can feel it. I can feel the struggle, but they want to move forward one way or another. So I would always just give them that space to allow themselves to heal. And maybe take this time for you to heal as well. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do consider giving it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. Like I said, now you are in control of the content. So I will put up little like polls and you vote on the reading that you want. So if you like more of these readings, I'm sure I'll have something. You just vote and tell me this is what you want and I will make it so, because I want this channel to be something that is fun for you. Like the content is something that you'll want to like watch. So thank you so much for being here. I am sending you a giant hug, and until I see you in the next one, bye bye my dear friends. Oh my dear friends, and welcome. Oh my goodness, group 3. I'm very excited that you are here. Yes, oh my goodness. Right off the bat, I can tell you, this person is definitely thinking about you, and they're thinking about how attractive you are and how fierce you are. Wow, it's like, whew, you really, oh my goodness, they find you so attractive, it's not even funny. And I'm like, oh, you got to see a little bit of the cards, that's okay. So yeah, I would say thinking about you, yes, and very sexy thoughts, I would say about that. Let's see what the tarot has for us though, before we even have that. Channeling. Some of their like, whew, passionate. Can I say passionate? Yes. So if you haven't actually like heard my intro or like, so right now what I'm doing, this is actually a reading that was selected by like a poll. People voted, and that's kind of what we're doing like going forward. I want to create content that you love and that you want to watch. So if you can, consider subscribing and just go out there and vote and tell me what you want. Like I give you choices, and you could always recommend some of your own. So that's cool. All right, let's see. What are they thinking about? It's the collective of group 3's person thinking about them. The collective of group 3's person thinking about them. And okay. The collective of group 3's person thinking about them. Page of Swords, yeah. And then, okay, sorry, that's the pain. And so I feel like they are thinking about you. The Page of Swords just kind of confirmed it for me. The Two of Pentacles also, but what I'm seeing here is this Magician energy is really calling me, and that's the center of them. They're trying to manifest, just like they're working their manifestation mojo on this. So I don't like, yeah, they're trying to do something, but there is still 3 of Swords energy still here. I'm gonna say there's like pain here. Now this could be somebody that you know like are in no contact with. 100, like that's fine. They're still working on this 3 of Swords energy, and it's sort of like they cause you pain. They're trying to, I almost feel like, heal you. And then there's for others of you who this is like a connection ongoing or maybe potentially beginning. They're still working with this 3 of Swords energy. Their heart is a little bit hurt, but again, manifestation, like they're healing, they're manifesting. Page of Swords let me know that they're like, I really do feel like they're thinking about you. There's this like this thoughts, but there's also like, I'm feeling words will come out, like actual like like maybe messages will come forward here. And the Hierophant is letting me know that with a smiling and laughing Hierophant, I actually find that sort of like they're maybe learning, working on themselves, like connecting to the higher selves here, right there. 2 of Pentacles is where it's sort of, that actually feels like more of your energy. You're still trying to find, I feel like this is like, or at least what they think is your energy, which is sort of like a limbo, trying to find this balance Interesting. Let's clarify. Let's see. Oh, are they? So yeah, so I answered that question. They are thinking about you. I really like that magic. The magician is so powerful. It's like what's really like keeps attracting me to like, and look at the difference. There's this energy of concentration coming here, and then there's this energy of laughter. Interesting. They're like intimately connected. So this is your person right there. Very fascinating. Okay, so what I'm gonna say here with this, listen to it. Like there's a sense of like they play off of like joyous, like laughter, like easygoing, which is that's fine. But there's also a part of them that's really like focused, working on it, taking things very seriously. And I feel like you got to see both of them. Let's see what the which one do I want to clarify first? Okay, the magician just keeps calling me. Okay, can you tell me what is this magician? Why is this magician here? What's this magician here? What is the magician doing here? What is the magician doing here? I'm sorry if I'm like, it's loud. The death endings. Okay. And it's sort of like with this. Okay. What is this Three of Swords doing here? Nine of Swords. Nine of Wands, actually. And Emperor energy. Emperor. Oh, wow. Okay. What is this? Two of Pentacles. Master of Hearts. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. What is this Hierophant doing here? What is this Hierophant doing here? What is this Hierophant doing here? Empress. Wow. Okay. What is this Page of Swords doing here? Page of Swords doing here? What is this Page of Swords doing here? Divine timing. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm like, oh. Okay. Which one wanted to come out? Okay. Five. Okay. Five of these. They're still like, so I'm sorry. This was like, it's an interesting concept here. Why am I thinking this is interesting? Because it's sort of like this is sort of their energy here. Maybe it's yours, but I feel like it's more like theirs. Whether they know it or not. There's a sense of like a self-pity. Yes, they do have like a little bit of pity party, but they also have this sense of thinking they missed out on something. So, and what did they miss out on? This is actually quite fascinating to me because we have the Three of Swords, and here's heartache, and then it's the Survivor, the Nine of Flames, and the Nine of Wands. So this is two ways for me. The Three of Swords is could be that, like I said, for some of you, they went through something major. They survived though, like a survivor, but their wounds are still like there. You can still see the scars, and so they're not as trusting. The Emperor energy is there. That's what I'm seeing here. For others of you, who this is not like, this is like no contact here. They hurt themselves this much. That's what I'm seeing here. Like they hurt themselves. The pain, the everything, but it's still like they still felt it. They still feel this. And so do they think about you? Yes, because I feel like they think of you as their counter a little bit. But it's actually interesting here. I'll tell you about that as well. Okay. So this magician energy, which is fascinating to me as well. So there's an ending and there's an Eight of Hearts, departures. And so I feel like for some of you, I feel like this is definitely, like this is a no contact situation. And it's weird because like I really do feel like there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of everything, but they're trying to heal it. Like they're trying to heal themselves, but they're trying to heal your heart. They're trying to heal you as well. And so there's an endings here, yeah? But there's still the love is here. The arrow, the Cupid's arrow is still there. And this Eight of Hearts, the Eight of Cups is usually like a sadness that you have to move forward. And I feel that that's true. So they are thinking about you. And they do think, like I said, they think you're very attractive. Here we have this Two of Pentacles, which is sort of like finding this balance. This is such your energy. This is so your energy. It's not even funny. And so they do understand that there's a lot of feelings that you have towards them, and they feel it too. They do, like, that's the thing. Like, I can feel it. They feel like intense here. Now, here is where I am actually fascinated. Like, where this is like gets interesting in terms of, like, for some of you, this might actually be somebody who is already in a relationship, feminine energy with the Hierophant marriage. For others of you, I feel like this is what I, and even if this is like a marriage, and if this is like something new for you, I feel like they play off like this energy of like being very happy, very like this, right? But I feel like what there is, the hidden in the magician energy here is this. It's also like this pain. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of like survivor. There's a lot of like, they're still there. The pain is still there. So if you're not together, because they might be with somebody else, there's still the pain here. They're still in this. They survived. They're trying to move forward, and at the same time, I feel like they're manifesting. They're trying to pull you back, which is weird. I'm like, that makes no sense to me. But because their emotions is, like I said, very deep. They still feel like there's this regret right here, and that's why they're thinking about you. There's a sense of regret. There's also a sense of attraction and passion as well. So very interesting. Like, whew, this is an intense reading. This would be my twin flames if I were to say one. There's commitment. Yeah. See, I don't know if that commitment is that they are committed to somebody else, or is this the commitment that they want for you? It could be either or. So, because this is like a not a personal, but a general reading. So paradise. They feel like, for me, this feels like when you're together, and like that was paradise for them, like being with you. And this is by, sorry, I'm like, I forget. I get so into it and I forget. So this is Moon Moth Goddess. Once Upon a Dream. This is mine, my magical site. And this is Red Hot Love by Be Love and Tarot. So maybe there's financial restraints. There's some sort of constraints that is preventing this. For moving forward. Okay. Oh, and then I forgot to say this is important. So the communication. They want to communicate. There is a sense here of having patience towards wanting to communicate with you. Maybe some confession, something like that. This is all about divine timing. And so, like, to me, this feels like a twin flame. But even if it's not, it's sort of like this is a legit important relationship, a really important connection here. Sweet Love Oracle. I mean, sorry. I'm like, yeah. Memories, yes, they are. They still like, they're thinking, they're so in their Five of Cups energy. It's not even funny. It's sort of like they long for it. They really want something. I'm just like, but there's like I said, there's restraints. Maybe it's financial. Maybe they're committed to somebody else at this point in time. It's just that they seem to be moving forward. This is the Tarot of my Heart by Be Love and Crystals, and here we have the Hierophant again. I promise to be faithful now and forever. And so this is like, again, it just keeps saying, for some of you, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like they're with somebody. They're in a connection, like they're in a committed relationship of some kind. And whatever it is, they're not breaking that up, but at the same time, they're still, almost feel like they're still looking into you. They're still trying to like manifest you in some way. Like this is sort of like they're trying to find out what's happening. Very interesting. Okay, and this is my Electric Love Oracle, and we have Swing Swing. Okay. And then this is also a song that comes here. So Breaking All the Rules. She moves. Okay, and this is the Jukebox of Love. And so you can look this song up. And then Breaking All the Rules. I feel like they want to break all the rules. I feel like a part of them wants to like break off and be unfaithful. But then there's another part. It's like, no, can't, will not. Okay, so let's see what this one is. Swing Swing by the All American Rejects. So days swiftly come and go. I'm dreaming of her. She's seeing other guys. Emotions astir. A sun is gone. The night are long, and I'm left while the tears fall. Did you think that I would cry on the phone? Do you know what it feels like being alone? I'll find someone new. Swing, swing, swing from the tangles of my heart is crushed by a former love. Can you help me find a way to carry out again? And so this is for me, it was like a beginning, new love coming through. So for some of you, this feels like you can be their new love and they have a whole bunch of like from somebody else. But for me, it's sort of like they're trying to move on. They really are from this, but they feel like the connection is there. It's intense. Let's see what the messages come through here. So we're going to be using the Love Confessions by Rendition by Movement Divine Starseed, and I'm really, really loving this. So let's see. It's the collective. Okay. I told you I demanded all or nothing. Oh, okay. So they have, if they're either all in or they're all out. And I feel like, well, sorry if I'm making lots of noises. Yeah, all in or all out, but no. And that's intimate confession. I told you I demanded all or nothing. And so I feel like, well, hopefully you understand it. Tell me about that. But I feel like for me, it's sort of like they have to be with this other person because they said that they would. And so they can't be with you a little bit, or maybe they try to. Anyways, do you figure I deserve your affection? Do you think you've earned my devotion? And so this is an assessment. Do you figure I deserve your affection? Do you think you've earned my devotion? That's something you're gonna need to answer. It's like, I don't have the right to say the things I said. I'm sorry. Yeah. See, that's more like, I think they were with somebody, and so if they actually led you on in some way, they feel bad about it, but oh, this is a messy situation, my friends. Messy situation, but lots of emotions are here, I can tell. They're hacking your stuff. I don't cuss that much, so. I'm just scared, yeah. But they're scared. I think they just... And this is interesting too, because they're like, you can't say I don't trust you. You have absolute access to me. And I feel like you have access to their heart. I don't know that this other person, because I feel like there's another person who does that. I've called out your name. Intimate. I called out your name. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff here. But it's sort of like I said, it's the messy situation. Lots of emotions still. Lots of feelings, and they do think about you. in with regret and stuff. I just like, I don't even know. Financial restraint. Maybe. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm going to be using the Love on the Brain by Gifted Soul 777. You understand me like no other. Yeah, you think they really feel a very strong connection to you. I can't bear to lose you, and it's funny because it was in reverse. So they can't bear to lose you, but they can't say it. Like they can't actually acknowledge it. What's that? You're unique and can't be compared to others. Yeah. Well, like I said, they find you super sexy and attractive. It's not even like I'm like wow. I need space to figure out what it wants. Yes, because they have a lot of things. You make me a better person. Yeah, but you're still but you're still on the fence, my friend. You're still on the fence. Gotta work on that. Either, I feel like they want, they're pulling away, right? But at the same time, not. I'm like, okay, let's see what this is. Painted Love by Beloved Tarot. Okay. The time we share was not a painless affair. Yep. I'm counting the days until I can see you again. It's been so intense. You've made me believe that we were meant to be and finish what you started. So I feel like, I wonder if you're the one who broke up stuff because you didn't just want to be the other person. To be fair. Oh boy. Oof. Okay, but they're thinking about you, yes. Let's see what other. I'm using my Heart Whispers Sparkle. I'm confused. Yes, you are. Yes, you are confused, my friend. Yes, you are. I can tell. You don't have to tell me. Your smile lights me up. Yes. Oof. It was love at first sight. Oof. Look at that soulmate. Yeah. You definitely feel like soulmates. I'm just like, oh, there's so much. It's easier this way. Yeah. It's easier for you, maybe. I'm like, whew. I'm like, oh, let's see what advice we have for you. I'm like, I was like, whew. Okay, what advice can we give the collective of group 3? Yes, especially about this. Express your love through gifts. A small token of love can convey a great appreciation. So maybe for some of you, a gift. What gift do you want? Love who you are. So you are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. And I think that's a big important thing. So because I feel like even though this is very intense and lovely, I think that you have, like, if you've walked away, because this was a jumble, give yourself credit for that, because you do deserve the love. You deserve it all. And express love through gifts. And maybe the gift of like forgiveness might be something you want to give, or like a gift to yourself too. So like, hey, look, I did pretty well. Because I like very strong emotions from this other person. What can you give them, and what can you give yourself, and where can you find this peace? That's an important thing. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. Like I said, I'm like saying it just so everybody knows. I do like the content that I'm making now is you get to vote on it. I put it in the community tab. You vote on it. You choose what readings you want me to film and which readings you want me to do. And so that's a big perk of subscribing. Another perk is that you get to enter into the free personal reading that I do, monthly giveaway stuff. So please to consider subscribing, like I said. But just thank you so much for being here. Thank you for just sharing your energy and letting me read your cards. I always feel honored, and I'm always like, I may like not understand it all, but I do I feel it for you, and I really like appreciate that you're actually opening yourself up in this way. So thank you so much. And I hope until I see you in the next one, you have a super duper awesome day. Bye bye, my dear friends. My dear friends from group 4, I'm so happy you are here. Oh my goodness. To find out, are they thinking about you? And this particular reading was voted on in the community tab, and so that's how we're doing it from now on. You vote on what you want me to make, the content. You get to decide the content for my channel, and I like that a lot. It makes me excited. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into this, and so you might want to consider subscribing just if you want to. All right, so we have this one is the choice. We chose 2 things. So here I'm gonna say, whew, this to me reminds me of the star. There's healing, there's hope, there's a sense of looking forward to something. And here, this is the only pile that actually had 2 of these cards. And this one was interesting because it's sort of like the red string of fate is combined, connecting both. But at the same time, it feels like there's like an interference energy coming through. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's see what the tarot has for you. So I do think this person is thinking about you, but there is, like I said, some sort of interference coming through here. Okay. Sorry. I mean, that one fell when it shouldn't have. Whatever. Nope. Okay, let's think about this. Sorry, I hope it's not too loud. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Devil card. And so sorry, it got really dark. And that's sort of how I feel this person feels actually. So are they thinking about you? Yes. Do they want to think about you? No. And I don't mean it in a bad way at all. They're just like, they're overwhelmed by emotions, by feelings. There's a lot of like Nine of Swords energy, which is all about worries, fears. Wow, there's just, I almost feel like they're feeling very trapped. The Five of Wands energy is sort of like they're battling themselves too, and battling others. There's a lot of like trying to move forward. The key for them is like family. The key for them is like making everything look like it's very like everything's okay. The Page of Pentacles, that actually feels like me to be your energy towards them. They kind of feel like actually maybe it's what it is. It's sort of like they're trying to learn about themselves. They're trying to learn, I almost want to say like opening their heart a little bit, trusting in things. Let's actually clarify these cards because they're kind of like, yeah, there's a lot. Let's do this. What is this Nine of Swords doing? What is this Nine of Swords doing here? What is this Nine of Swords doing here? Eight of Pentacles. What is this Nine of Swords doing here? What is this Nine of Swords doing here? Nine of. Okay. What is this Five of Wands doing here? What is this Five of Wands doing here? What is this Moon doing here? Seeker of Flames and Four of Keys. What is this Page of Pentacles? Ace of Flames. What is this Ten of Pentacles doing here? This Ten of Pentacles doing here. Four of Hearts. What is Ten of Pentacles doing here? Ace of Hearts. Interesting. So, what I would have to say is the only major arcana here is also the Moon, which is actually quite significant. It is really, I really do feel like they're suppressing all their feelings and emotions. They just keep submerging it here, and it almost kind of feels like that's true here. They're trying, like the Four of Keys is the Four of Pentacles, like tight grip even here, and the Seeker of Flames, intensity, and so they're trying to hold all it's sort of like they're suppressing every desire, every feeling, everything that they have. Woof. It's sort of like, and I'm just like saying with the Seeker of Arrows, Seeker of Swords here, the Seeker, which is the Knight of Swords, is sort of like they're fighting their own instinct to move forward, to come forward, to do something, to take action. It's sort of like, oh my goodness, it's sort of like they're really almost like this is, they trap themselves in a prison, is what I'm going to say here. Let's look at this Nine of Swords, because this is actually quite an actual like prison of worries, a prison of their own minds coming. I think this is interesting to me because it's being clarified with this Eight of Keys, which is Eight of Pentacles. So it's sort of like they're using work, using being busy to try to force the worries, to try to force I almost want to say to force thoughts of you out of their head. They're also like using like, oh look, I'm almost like I don't need this, and sort of like this is the 9 and 9. Yeah, So they almost want to be by themselves. They want to be able to be without you, and I feel like their mind won't let them. It's like, I actually don't think it's their mind. It's actually, I think, their heart that's coming through here. And so this is also like the Page of Pentacles. And so for me, it was like sort of learning, I don't know, this really represented to me your energy. It's sort of like somebody who's there guiding them, teaching them wisdom, but it's sort of like you're balanced, even like you're okay with you, even if like you're only standing on one leg. And so I do think they find like this passion. They and in a way, they want to offer something substantial, but I just think they can't. The new passion, like, oof, it's not even new. It's there. It's sort of like, I feel like the passion that doesn't go away. That's always there, niggling in the back of their mind. And then we have an offering. Okay, so we have this Four of Boredom, which is Four of Hearts, Four of Cups, and then there's this Ace of Hearts offering. I feel like, and this makes sense to me in a lot of ways. So I feel like maybe for some of you, this person has a family. This person has already something, like they're already established. And so even if you're offering your heart to them, even if you're offering them something that they want themselves, they're not going to see it. Sort of like they're going to have the little shield up, and they're just not going to let you in, my friends. But look at, like, we have two aces here. Is there another ace? I feel like there should be, but there's no other aces. Like, so what is it? Like, they have this missing, their desire. So why is it, like, why are they, sorry, I'm like nosy. So why are they hiding their emotions? Yeah. Yeah. So they have somebody out there, like possibly married, possibly have somebody else as the Empress. And then there's the choice. It's like the choice. And it's funny because their own choice, and again, like even then, the devil is sort of like you're the temptation to them. And it feels like this is like I said, there's some sort of interference, and it's probably this person, the Empress energy, which is sort of like their I guess significant other here, and there's a choice that they want to make, but they're I almost feel like their consciousness is telling them something, their heart is telling them something, and they're just like, we're not going to go there. We're going to ignore it. Although they think about you, yes, they try very hard not to, but they still do. Let's see what other stuff is coming through. So we have blessings. So they think about maybe the blessings that you gave them, the being with you is, and this is, so I forgot to say that, but this is like Seer's tarot, and this is the Arrows of Love tarot. This is Moon Moss Goddesses, Once Upon a Dream Oracle, and so blessings are coming. I want to almost like let's see. I might figure out what that one's about. But we have Magical Sight one. We have the struggle. Yep, they're struggling, and then there's something. So here is sort of like very interesting here, because it's sort of like, I think like they really are struggling with their feelings, their thoughts come here. They're struggling, maybe just in general. There's a sense of envy, and I feel like the envy is not yours. It's sort of like there's somebody else keeps invading, sort of like I said, interference here, big time. This is Red Hot Love by Beloved and Tarot and Risk. Yeah, they're not ready to take the risk, is what I'm saying. They're not. Like I said, they have this Two of Swords energy, and they have this thing, and they're not willing to take that risk. They're not willing to listen to their own intuition or their own guidance. Self-love is coming through here. So Sweet Love Oracle by me. And so this is something that they're working on. They're working on their own self-love coming. And look at that, because it's like their fragile heart. Because their heart is very fragile. It's interesting because I almost feel like maybe it's even that you offered them your heart, and they couldn't take it. They wouldn't be able to. Do you want to see what this, what is this blessing showing here? What is this blessing showing here? What is this blessing showing here? Two of Cups, yeah. Look at that, the love they have for you. That's the blessings that they have. Blessings that you give them, the blessings that they have is the love that you both give. What is this envy doing here? 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 Sort of like a death and ending of some kind. I don't know. Sort of something, the envy. I don't know. It's sort of like, I was hoping it would be a person so I could tell you, but it's sort of like the death. So it's some sort of envy, it's a sort of ending that comes through here. Yeah. Let's see what, this is the Tarot of My Heart by Be Love and Crystals. And so we have the Hermit. It's just you and me. Nothing else matters. And so I feel like they are pulling their energy, going deep within. But again, even if they're going deep within, they're still like thinking about you. They're still reminiscing. They're still like being long to go through. And I'm sorry, this sort of feels like, I for some of you, maybe like, you're like, oh, if this isn't like somebody who you're separated from, there's still some pull from somebody else. So just so you know that. So even if there's like something else that's being pulled, there's pulling them away. With you, I have everything I need. The Magician energy. There's a lot of, yeah. So they're trying to manifest. They do feel that. They've like, with you, I have everything I need. But nope, that's not enough. I like, a part wants to manifest, the other part wants to like go in the cave. So, all right, let's see what the Electric Love, and this is by me. Okay, so Bring Me to Life, and this is sung by Evanescence. And then this is the Jukebox of Love by V Love and Tarot. And look, I'll be missing you. And so they're missing you, and you can tell. Like, look, this is the sadness here. This is this Nine of Swords. There's a sense of, there's a sense of sadness here, a lot of the things. But let's Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. And so this is, let's see what it says. How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down into my core where I've become so numb, without a soul, my spirit sleeping somewhere cold until you find it there and lead me back home. Wake me up inside. I can't wake up me up inside. Save me, call my name and save me from the dark. Wake me up, bid my blood to run. I can't wake up before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I've become. And this is so perfect because it's sort of like this in there. So telepathically, possibly, they call out to you, asking you to save them from themselves, I guess. Intense feelings here. Guys, just send some healing energy there for them. Okay, let's see what Love Confessions. That's what I was like. We're gonna get more. And this is by Moon and Divine Starseed, and I do collaborations with her. And I this is actually like one of my new oracles that I'm so like, I have so many. I love them so much. Let's see what. Can we press reset? Yeah, because I want to do that. I have screenshots of everything from our arguments. Okay, everything from our arguments. Don't test me. Access denied. Yep. So they hold on to, if you had any arguments, if they hold on to any like misunderstandings, they hold on to it because they need that to feel their like, I want to say a righteous indignation. There's suspicious activity on a bank social media account. Not just confession. There's a suspicious. I see. So maybe they keep tabs on you. They cannot do it like me. Intimate confessions. Like, wow. Like you. It's interesting because even though they're not willing to give themselves to you, they don't want you to go off into other ones either. I lied to you because you let me. That's interesting. I deleted everything, nudes, photos, messages. Wow. So it's interesting because look, I have screenshots of everything, but I deleted everything. Oh, it's like, oh. Let's see one more with this. Okay. Loading question. They will ask you something important in the future. Okay. They're gonna ask something, so expect something, and then I meant every word. What word did they mean? Whatever it is they said. All right, now let's look at Love on the Brain by Gifted Soul 777. You're my soulmate. Wow. I didn't mean to take my anger out on you. I'm not myself without you. And that's sort of what we're getting a lot of the time. Your kisses are electrifying. Whoa. I can't bear to lose you. It's interesting to me because I'm like, oh, but you're not doing anything. I'm up all night thinking about you. Okay, if you needed more confirmation that they're thinking about you, I can't. Like, I'm up all night thinking about you. Yeah, and I believe that 100%. Because there is intensity. Oof. Now I'm going to use the Love, Painted Love Oracle by B. Love and Tarot. You make me feel like you understand. I just feel like, I think they think that you get them. Together we'll learn right from wrong. Just turn the key to my heart. So you have the key to their heart. The time we shared was not a painless affair, and I feel like that's true because both of you were in pain. Like we're at the point of no return. The thing is that we can always do, honey, there's something I think you should know. Our hearts will turn to gold if we stay in love. I don't get that one, but I'm hoping that maybe some of you will. I'm using my Heart Whispers Oracle. See what we have. Your sun still lingers in the air. Twin flame. Yeah, I kind of felt that way. My love for you still burns within. Yep. Stop haunting my dreams. Yep. I don't understand. This is what I'm like, I do this. It's easier this way. Yeah, it's easier for you. Always. It was love at first sight. Yeah. And so what I don't get, and here's the thing, I love doing this, right? And I really, you intrigue me. I'm even soulmate here on the bottom. I'm like, really? Okay, and even crushed here. I'm not even. But what fascinates me is that I do these readings, and for real, I can feel the energy. I can feel this, all the stuff. You can feel the love. You can feel the connection still there. Why? Then what? Like, and I understand there's actual interference. They're with somebody else. I'm just like, oh, it's so complicated. Where's the happily ever after? Let's see what advice we have for you. Collective of group 4. Practice compassion. All right, one more. So we have this one, slow down. So pause and allow things to unfold. Don't try to rush it. Don't try to, and let the flames here, there too. I just feel like there's a lot of flame, and I could see the twin flames. There's a flame for you guys. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Such a beautiful reminder, because whenever I get ahead of myself, it's like, yes, you're right. Spirit always talks me down. He's like, there's like a sense of like, yeah, you know, it's okay. And practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. Try to see things Like, look at the little bird. It's like, try to look at, if this person's hurt you, try to look at them from like where they come from, like where insecurities, what fears are guiding their actions, because that's where usually when we hurt others, it comes from a sense of fear, right? There's some fear of fear of rejection, fear of something. And so if you can look at it through that, and then you can understand them more. And I feel like the love will grow there because there's this sense of understanding. And so I feel like even if you're not together right now, there is a lot of potential here for this connection. So much love. I really do feel like there's interference though, so bear with it, I guess. I'm not saying that, put your life on hold at all though. It's sort of like, let your connection with this person be where it is at right now. Don't try to force it, just have patience with them. But move on with your life too. That's sort of what it is, right? You can still be connected to somebody and love them and, not be together, right? So I think that, I remember doing one of these readings where I was like, oh my goodness, I don't get it. And then it's like, love is unconditional. Like really true love is unconditional. And can be that. I don't know. I'm still working on that. Oh, I hope you like this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please do consider subscribing. This is actually, it comes from it was voted on. This is the highest rated, the highest voted option. And so if you actually are a subscriber, go look at the community tab. There's every week I'm going to have different choices and you get to pick, because I want you to pick the content. I want this content to be something that you like, that you enjoy. So there's that. And also I am doing the January personal reading giveaway. It should be up, and so if you want to enter, just go ahead and go to the community tab, look at that post where it says giveaway and write enter, and then you'll be entered. So thank you so much for being here. I always feel beyond honored that I was able to read your cards, and this actually makes a difference. I enjoyed doing these readings. It frustrates me sometimes because I really do want you to be happy, and I want this other person to be happy, and well, sometimes it just isn't right there right now, right? Thank you. I am sending you a giant hug, and until I see you in the next one, bye-bye, my dear friends.